here, Angelique. Can you believe it?
I'm so excited. Thank you guys all so much for coming. This is insane. Like, literally, my mom's like, what's a podcast? And I was like, you'll figure it out. I'm going to the Midwest. See you later. So,
what channel are you on, Angelique?
literally, she's like, how do I watch it? And I was like, I don't know. But we're here and we're really excited. I'm Angelique.
And I'm Holly.
The plantiest queens that you have ever seen. Today we have got Maya and Lillie, the owners and operators of PlantyQueens. Come on up, pretty ladies.
Woohoo!
Woo! Check them out.
Look at these gorgeous girls.
And just so you guys know, and for those that aren't from Minneapolis and may not know, we're at Twin Spirits Distillery with the cutest cocktails on the planet. I have the Moroccan Thunder.
And I have the rosemary. I'm trying to remember.
Ruckus Rosemary.
Ruckus Rosemary,
Yes.
you guys. It's so good. I'm like 4 hot girl summers.
You're 4 hot girl summers in, for
so
sure.
good. That's a really great one too. But yeah, I'm going to do a taste test.
Yay.
Also have the Ruckus Rosemary. And I'm like
Yeah.
a big gin go-to. And
Yes.
continuously, like, PlantyQueens and Twin Spirits have been like sisters forever, and they've gifted us many bottles of gin. So I am very hyped to have this cocktail right now. It's really fucking good. So there's that. Yeah.
And Maya, what are you drinking?
Yeah, I have the Cucumber Rising. This shit is amazing too.
It's so
my
good.
gosh.
I think I had that one earlier and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Well, speaking of gin and all things booze, we have some bottles up here and we just want to shout them out really quick. They are,
please go for it.
okay, so we have a few. We have the small batch M vodka. Then we have, what do you have, Angela?
I got the M rum, and this is all distilled in-house, people.
right here in Minneapolis.
Yes.
I have the gin. There's also a whiskey.
And it's huge.
What's the last one?
Moonshine. So you won't remember your night.
If you want to forget.
Hello. Well, guys, again, thank you so much for coming. And girls, thank you so much for co-hosting this event with us. Literally, this would not have happened without Maya and Lillie because we don't know anyone here. And we were like, how
We're
do we
new.
know?
Yeah,
You're
for those who
not
don't
allowed
know.
to get emotional though. We can't do that.
No
We can't do that.
crying.
No, we're not
If
crying
you shed
on
a
stage.
single tear, I'm going to lose it.
Yes. It's all gonna go downhill from here. So
My
please
lash
don't.
girl literally tells me, "Don't be a baby," because she knows that I cry. She cries a lot. She's like, "Don't be a baby.
As she's putting your lashes on?
No, because
yeah, I
it
was like,
helps them last longer if you don't cry.
Oh, that's
So
a
I'm like,
thing?
So
It is
wow.
a thing. Apparently, I'm
Yeah,
like, is
fuck
that
that.
why
That's
they
terrible.
have
They'd be
it?
gone in like a fucking day
No.
for me.
No.
Nope. I
Right
cry
now?
way too much for that.
I don't even
Yeah,
have a
no, I
lash
would
girl. Where do you get one?
It would last one day.
Annihilated. Yeah. The amount that Maya and I cried yesterday just alone because
I've been
said
crying.
Maya had a child last week, y'all. Can we get some fucking applause
Oh my
for
God,
that?
yes.
This badass bitch
A
is here
fucking
right now, and she
queen.
had a kid last week. Yeah. She's gonna cry. She's gonna cry.
Yeah, don't do that.
Stop,
do that.
stop pausing.
So many
But
emotions.
The
I'm gonna
amount
cry.
of tears that have.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm
the type
sure.
of person where if someone else cries, I'm like, I understand.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
you cry? I'm
Sobbing
crying.
for an hour.
Yeah, no.
So none of that.
But it was funny because like we scheduled this a few months ago, you know, not necessarily knowing that you were having a baby yet.
Yeah,
And
no.
then it's this week and I'm like, she had a baby on like Saturday or
I
something.
know.
And I asked Lillie, I was like, is this still on? And she's like, what do you mean? Of course it's still on. And I was like, oh, okay.
My favorite part about it, though, is she sent one last email. She's like, all right, I'm going to go have a kid. I'll be right back.
Literally. BRB.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I mean, PlantyQueens is life, you know?
True.
No, and I
True
love that about you
And even on
guys.
a
And I
t-shirt.
can't wait.
I can't wait. PlantyQueens is life.
No,
true.
it is. And
No,
we
it
are
really
so
is.
excited to dive in all things Planty
And
Queens.
congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations,
You're
Maya.
being a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we wanted to know, guys, how, first of all, are you guys from here? How did your friendship start? What is
Yeah,
the
we wanna
roots
know.
of your guys' friendship before getting into PlantyQueens?
Yeah, so we met through 2 problematic ex-boyfriends.
Very
Always.
problematic.
Shout out. Screw
As we
those
look
guys.
at our husband and boyfriend.
Major. But we did. We met through mutuals that we were dating, and thank God for that at least. And then I actually was looking for a lighter for my car when I was like It was like, honestly, no, I'm going to tell the
totally
truth of
forgot
it.
about that.
I'm diving in.
Wait, tell
I was
us.
looking
We're
for
here
like a
it.
car lighter.
Do you guys
and-
remember those things that you
Yeah,
like push
you
into
put
your
them
car?
into your
It,
car.
like, pushes
Yeah,
in
this was
and loads up.
at minimum. This was like 12 years ago, and I'm like, hey, I really just like. And I saw her at a party, and she's like, I got you. Okay, but she didn't. It didn't work.
No.
It didn't work. So she went and found me one from another person's car that she knew, and I was like, this is my ride or die.
Wait, so
I was
okay.
like, yeah.
So
rest
pause.
was history.
You guys having the lighters that you sell at PQ, that there's a deeper meaning,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
There's,
You know
there's
what?
like an
I didn't even
underlying.
think of
There
that.
are things.
Didn't
there
even
are
think of
things
it.
That is
that-
really sweet.
There's many. There are many things that people don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
oh, no,
resume.
now
I
we're
just
really
had to
gonna
say
cry.
that.
I love
Like,
it.
I see
So
it. I see
yeah.
it right
So
now.
she found this. Yeah.
Not gonna cry.
Yeah,
Not gonna
and
cry.
we were there were so essentially that's where our relationship started, and then we lived together a lot, like too much. We like to talk about that a lot. We lived together too many times in too many different places. And we just honestly like that's where we met. And in 2020 we were sitting on a couch and we're like, we both love plants, because she gave me the bug. She's grew up with them.
It's always one or this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She grew up with them. Like
Me-
from
me and
day
Maya
one.
are
She
so
grew up with
alike,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. She gave me the bug, and we ended up getting invited to a garage sale from a local grower. And
Wow.
we both get in the car, and I looked at mine and I'm like, do we ask him, like, does he want to grow for us? And we start a business.
Uh-huh.
And she's
did.
like, are you kidding? Duh.
Wow.
And then we called him and he was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
and-
he hated the sales part. He was like, I like growing plants. I don't like selling them.
Yeah.
Someone will do it for me.
Yeah. And
Wow.
she and continuously, like, Maya's had the knowledge. Like, really, Maya's the most brilliant human in the world. Again.
Can you stop fucking doing that?
I know. What's
So,
Holly gonna say
Maya,
about me?
like, Maya's got the knowledge, and I'm like, hey, we got a business. Let's do it. We love these people in this community.
Yeah.
Let's bring it
Yeah.
together. And
Yeah.
then we built the website from the ground up on my fucking couch.
So it's
Yeah.
only a couple years
Wow.
old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like, was it
Incredible.
pre-COVID or just as COVID started?
I mean, it was
COVID,
August of
during
2020. So
Oh,
it
we
was,
were in
like,
it
great.
already.
Yeah, we were in the heat of it, but
wow.
I mean, Lillie was furloughed. I was teaching from home. We were bored.
well, that's
Had just each other and plants. So
And
we were
sad.
like,
Wow.
And
might as well
sad.
share the
Like,
love.
who wasn't sad then?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like,
That's
I'll
why
be
people
sad
bought
with you
plants. It was
guys.
great.
Paint pots.
there was a huge boom. It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's
So then-
true.
So then what was it like for you guys? You're like, okay, we're doing the thing. We're going to create this. How did the name come up? And what was it like that first initial launch into your website? Because it was not a brick and mortar right away, correct?
No, yeah, it was all e-commerce
Okay.
for the first, year and a half, almost longer than that.
Until we
Yeah.
opened up
Yeah.
our brick and mortar recently.
Our shop that we have now. But
Oh my God.
we were sitting outside at a friend's house really drunk.
Really drunk.
Trying to think
Wasted.
of plant-related names for our business. And Lily's like, Planty. We need Planty. I just feel like Planty fits. And I was like, I've always been wanted to call myself a queen and have other people call me a queen. Why? Let's be PlantyQueens.
Oh hell
And
yeah!
Lily's like, fuck yes. And then PlantyQueens is born. So no,
Yeah.
it's not very simple.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
this is
amazing.
Drunk.
That's
So
so
then-
cool.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you
Okay. So then what was it like? Well, let me back up a little. Did you guys already have like manifests or hopes and plans to get a brick and mortar? Or was it just like, let's just see what happens with the e-commerce?
The
Oh
opposite.
yeah, tell us.
We honestly had no drive to have a brick and mortar. Like,
okay. It's a different beast.
it is.
Yeah.
It's a different ballgame. But what drove us was how much so we did a lot of e-com, but we did a lot of pickup. So when the amount of orders that we were getting in, we had to have a space where people could pick up. And we just loved communicating with people. And we built this relationship with people. And we were like, we understand that brick and mortar has not been our drive, but we want to continuously communicate with people. So that's when it started. We were like, we have to do this because we want to be in front of the people.
Yep.
We want to communicate with them. We want to hang out with them.
Build connections.
And there's a difference between a lot of brick and mortars versus plants. Like this is a type of community that we can all sit and we can talk about for hours.
That's so true.
And these people have easily became family. Like everybody that walks in the store, everybody I've seen and communicated with tonight, I will never forget. There's just something about the plant community that is so different versus any other brick and mortar. And we just knew, we were like, we have to open a store.
We do.
We need these
Yep.
people. We need to see them more than just picking up maybe once or twice a month.
Yeah.
We need to see them all the time.
Mhm.
So.
Like bring your dog in.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see
Oh,
you.
pet friendly. Bring in your
We've had
rabbit.
cats,
Okay.
dogs,
Cats,
everything.
really?
a bunny.
Yes, name it.
Yeah.
Bring
Oh
it
my
in.
I know.
gosh, my kind of plant store.
A
For
bird.
real.
Oh yeah.
Really cute.
We're all about
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, more dogs the better, please.
Yes. Yes.
So then can
More
you
dogs and
guys
people.
walk us through like what was the most surprising thing about going from e-commerce to brick and mortar?
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I think the biggest thing that the shocker is like when we were e-com, we did drops once a week.
I remember
So,
that.
Yep, we did it once a week. We'd go live. We'd see all our sales come in at that one point. So I think the difference is watching people and these sales coming out throughout the week and coming in physically to our store is
Yep.
the biggest difference. And I think it's a benefit because when people buy online and they're behind a keyboard and people are not as happy because we're not perfect. We just aren't.
No.
That's,
Of course,
you know,
no.
and that's fine. We
But
will
people
literally
are more
run
mean
with that.
behind a keyboard. than they
Yeah,
are in
but I
person.
love that people can come in and be like, "Hey, you know, something's going on here," and we can physically
Yeah.
have that connection there. Versus like behind a keyboard, we'd have one big sale within 24 hours, and now we're seeing it grow throughout the weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah. It's
That's
fun.
awesome.
I love it. And we built way closer to the local community having a store.
absolutely.
And that's been our drive from number one, e-com or not, is the local community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%.
It's literally like around the corner from here, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
can you
yeah.
walk? Is it that close?
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, it's a
I
nice
drove
walk.
and it was, it's a good, it's a beautiful
The
walk.
problem is that
Right.
there's a hill.
There is
so
a really-
like,
there is a hill.
What kind of
So if you're
walk
working
you
on
like?
resistance building,
If you
And
like
like
walks
time
with
of
hills,
year, I'm sure.
There is a hill. There is a hill.
That's a
indeed.
really big hill. So
Yeah, it is a big hill.
I'm gonna say drive it.
Yep. Yep.
Would you guys say that it was definitely like a team, like not just with the two of you, but like everyone in the family, all the friends came? Because you told
Oh,
us,
yeah.
didn't your partners like lay down the floor and stuff?
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah. Where do I even start? I mean, I'm not gonna like shout out people, but
No, it's okay.
considerately, if any, like, okay, I'm just gonna involve everybody here. Who has been to the shop? Raise your hand. And if you haven't, don't feel awkward about it.
I see a
Who's
lot of
been to the shop? Raise your
hands.
hand.
Nice.
Damn, y'all need to come to the shop. What is this? Okay, thanks for coming.
Coming for
You'll
you
be there
guys.
soon, okay? But if you've been there, it goes from the floor to the ceiling. Like everything from like Ashley Mary's beautiful artwork on the walls. Her partner did all of the woodwork, and then Chelsea Mary did all our designs. Like all this community came together. We do not have an eye for design,
No.
but we have an idea of who we
You would
are, and the
never
beauty
know
of
it's
that.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's like all their stuff is gorgeous, but we built this. They helped us build it.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
helped us build it.
Truly
Takes a village.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
does. Yeah. Hey, best
one.
friends, what up?
It's like they
Yeah.
took my script.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
we would be nothing without our community and without everyone helping us create what is PlantyQueens. And while Lillie and I are the face of PlantyQueens, we are just partial entities of really what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Go ahead.
Thank you. So then, Maya, correct me if I'm wrong, but a couple months ago, didn't you guys make an announcement on Instagram that you're full time now? Like you're in it. What was that transition for you? Or did you have another job before? Like what was the switch?
No, so I was teaching full time as a special education teacher, and in Minneapolis, if you guys know, Minneapolis public schools right now, not so much fun. We went on strike. It was just, it was a hard year.
Wow.
And Lillie and I had been talking about it, about me going full time and then eventually Lillie going full time. And I was like, I'm having a kid. I have a dog that I'd like to like hang out with every day.
Yes.
So yeah, I just did it. I made the move.
Wow.
So
Because it's
I'm full time.
scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's still
Yeah.
terrifying, even now that I've been in it for
Right.
like 3 months.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, but
I'm so
also
scared.
it's really fucking nice to like
Yeah.
be in my own shop every day and have my dog with me.
I
You know?
love that. Playing
yeah,
great music
fla-
too, by the
yeah,
way.
hey, thanks. Well, hey, you came in when Nicole was playing, so I can't take credit for that. Nicole actually probably picked that playlist.
But shout
But
out, been
shout
working
out
the whole event,
Nicole.
by the way.
I know,
Yes.
she's a trooper.
Very cool.
Was that I guess that words in my mouth. I just lost it because alcohol is hitting. Oh, thank you, Brain. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brain.
I don't drink this much. Okay, so can you guys tell us a little bit more about the plant community in general out here? Because it seems like there's a lot of people that like plants, and the whole, for people that don't know, that are like, what are they doing here? Because we're not obviously from here. Full disclosure, you guys had been guests on our lists from like the beginning. We have a little goal sheet of people we want to have on. We're like,
we do.
Really nice if PQ comes on one day. And we scheduled stuff, things didn't work out. And then Holly and I looked at our analytics one day and we were like, everyone's in the Midwest.
Wow. So many of our
That's
listeners.
awesome.
No one in LA cares.
That's amazing.
But people in the Midwest are listening. And we were like, let's just
You're like, why?
see if they want to hang out with us in person.
Yeah.
So it got me thinking. I was like, the community must be huge because the country's really big, guys. I don't know if you knew, but like, I'm from Arizona. We're both from Arizona originally.
Yeah.
And so like, I know my little West Coast, but it's not just like
yeah.
New York after New Mexico. There's a lot more in between. And I was like, I don't know when this happened, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of people. Like,
it's
would you
insane.
say it's a booming industry here in general?
Well, I think essentially because of the weather. I think that's a big part of it. Like
Okay.
during the winters, it can be
terrible.
sad as hell.
It's
Like
terrible.
really fucking
Okay,
sad.
hearing that
You
throughout
don't
the
get
day.
when you
Yeah.
don't
And
see
I-
sun for like 3 weeks, you start like thinking, you're gonna die. So.
Yeah,
Start
No,
thinking
it's the
sad
reality of
thoughts.
it. Like I think it's plants are an antidepressant, and I think during COVID, I mean,
For
for
sure.
facts, during COVID they really, really took off, and they've continued to, and it's something to take care of other than yourself.
Yep.
And in the
Yeah, for
winter,
sure.
Minnesotans really just continuously feel like we have to take care of ourselves all year round.
Yep.
And in the
Yeah.
winter,
Yeah.
even worse. So having these plants that make you feel like the outdoors is still outdoors when it's not, and it's purely dark and there's a lot of
Yep.
snow, has been a big factor. And Minnesotans, we are passive aggressive nice. Am I right? Like we're not all super nice. We're a little passive nice. But I think that we continuously try to build communities. Like just mentally, we're like, we need to make more friends. We need
Yeah.
to just,
It
there's
seems
just
very tight.
this continuously.
Yeah, that's also an issue, is that it is pretty tight knit. So if you move here from somewhere else, it does take a while to like
Yeah.
really
Okay.
build.
And we've seen
Yeah.
that a lot.
Crew
We've had a lot of people come in
who are like
in the plant community.
yeah.
Like we had a New Yorker come in who was like, I'm really trying to pull in, but everybody's really tight knit. And we're like giving advice and we're like, no, just call me.
plant
Like, we got
community
you.
is honestly the one way I would say is probably the easiest to get in. Is
Yes.
you find like your niche, right? You find something that everybody likes or that
Yeah.
you like and that you can build a community in, like plants.
Yep.
Right.
And that's really how you can start to build friendships, and how I've seen a lot of people
Oh,
who
yeah.
aren't
Right.
from here build
Yeah.
friendships, because, when you're a collector of plants, you can, like Lillie said, you can literally sit and talk about plants for hours.
Hours.
Nice.
Hours on end.
No, it's
Yeah.
so true. That's how we became friends too. Like,
Literally, a mutual friend was like, you need to meet my friend Holly. She's super cool and has a lot of plants. And I was like, okay, I didn't have plants yet. I had one succulent. It's really bad. I had one succulent that I
That's
kept
awesome.
alive for about 2 years. Kind of my best friend kept it alive, but we
That's
don't talk
impressive though.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
for a
guys.
succulent.
Indoors
Yeah.
in a hanging pot, and my aunt's into plants, which I think she was trying to sabotage because she's into plants. And I asked her, I was like, "There's a hole in this pot, so can you give me a little something to block it? Like, I don't want all the water to fall out." And she's like, "Here's a saucer," and I'm like, "Bitch, you collect plants. Why did you do this to me?"
I know.
And it died. So
That's awesome.
But then I met Holly like right after, and it was a journey, and now I'm in it. Like it's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
It's like
Yeah.
you can't look back. And
No.
yeah.
And also, like, plants are just such a pure thing.
They are.
It's just
No,
like,
it's pure happiness,
It's
yeah.
really sweet,
Yeah,
pure
yeah, yeah.
dopamine, and just like,
Yep.
I love it.
What were
Yeah.
your guys' first plants? And I know you grew up with plants, right, Maya?
Yeah, I mean,
The first one you remember loving.
That big
Ooh.
ass one in your that house.
Oh yeah.
your
Well, so
house.
I have
Huge.
I have a plant in my house that is as old as I am. My
No.
mom got it as a Mother's Day present, her first Mother's Day with me.
Oh my
and now
God.
it's a tree in our house.
Stop.
So it's not my first plant that I ever received, but it kind of
It
is.
has an impact.
But I
Right.
mean, she got it, but really it was for
For
I
you.
was the
Reason.
reason that she got the plant. So I'm just gonna claim it.
Right.
And I take care of it now. So whatever.
Oh my goodness.
But I think most people start off with like succulents or cacti, and I think that's probably where I started my like own plant journey.
Yeah.
And then you kill a shit ton of them because you realize they need more
Learning
light
curve.
or, you know,
Oh, yeah.
whatever. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I just don't have to water it ever. And then you just don't water it and then it dies.
Oh, for sure mine was a succulent. And it all
for
went downhill
sure.
from there.
Absolutely.
I was like, Maya, I cannot do this. And she's like, dude, you're dumb. You got like the hardest plant to take care of.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, like,
succulents are one of those things
they're
that
really
everyone
hard.
is told that they're like the easiest, and I
It's
really
such a scam.
disagree. I
No, yeah.
really disagree.
We talk about
like,
that all
give
the
yourself a
time.
pothos. I bet you'll keep it alive a lot
Yes.
longer than you
that
would a
was my
succulent.
gateway plant was the
Yeah.
pothos.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Anytime someone walks in the shop and they can keep like continuously alive a cactus. Well, cactus are a little bit easier.
Are easier,
But a succulent and like continuous flowering, I'm like, here's my card. Like, teach me your ways. Yeah, teach me your fucking ways. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're
or
tough.
alocasias. If people are like,
Okay,
yeah, I love
wait, we
alocasias.
have somebody here who, yes, there, that hand up right there. Everyone give that beautiful
Hi.
human back there an applause for keeping alocasias alive.
Wow.
Unreal.
Hold
Yeah,
it down
good
to the
job.
city. We'll
Unreal.
be talking to you after this
Yeah.
podcast to
Boom.
know your secrets.
Yeah, seriously. Come
Oh,
over
they're
here
ridiculous.
after this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy to me because I think alocasias are just hard. I think they're beautiful. I think they're the type of plant where you're like, it's so pretty, I want it.
It's
And
it's a very specific climate.
hurts
You know,
you
not to go
every
on
time.
not to go on a tangent, but they're literally like a weed in Florida. They pop up and they're
Oh,
invasive.
everywhere.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I didn't
it's-
know that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Aren't
Yeah.
snake plants also like a total weed in Florida?
Which ones?
Snake plants.
Oh, yeah, they grow a lot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That
And
and
you
pothos.
just moved from California like last year.
Yeah, so it's
to-
been just
okay.
over a year.
Okay.
So
That's
it's
amazing.
it's been a journey. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Well,
amazing.
now all her plants are like 10 feet tall all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Of course.
and
And also,
also
someone's
they're
there.
yeah, and they're not house plants anymore though. They're all outside.
Yeah, like if you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
move back, what are you gonna do?
Gosh,
It goes with the house.
just not gonna think about that right now.
yeah, don't. Yeah, don't. Now we're
I
at the
know
stressor.
you're like, oh, I'm sorry, all my plants are now outside because they're too big.
Oh,
they're
geez.
just so
Complaining.
blind.
Yeah,
Well,
screw
okay,
you,
so-
Holly. God. For real.
No, yesterday when I was at your guys' shop, I bought the philodendron golden
Yes.
crock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angelique
Gorgeous.
goes, so why did you buy the smaller one? I'm like, because it's gonna grow too fast.
I was like, oh,
I'd be
must
like,
be
cute.
nice.
Fuck you.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck
okay.
you, Holly.
Literally,
Right.
we're over here like trying to just
Yeah.
get a
Little
little
Miss
bit of
rented
fucking
a
new
trailer to
growth.
move her
Yeah.
plants across
I
the
did.
country.
We got like
God.
3 months of like,
Can we just like
lots of growth?
Can we come up with some sort of situation where we can just send all our plants to Holly to get
During the
giant
growing
growth for like
season.
a month, and then they can just come
Holly,
back to
this is the
us?
business
Yeah.
you've been waiting
There
for.
it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
We'll just-
gosh. Snowbird plants.
There you
Copyright
go.
it right now.
Yep.
Right there.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. Instead of
Trademarked.
grandma and grandpa going down to Florida for the winter, it's your plants.
Your plants. There it is.
That's
Let's
really
go.
smart.
We're gonna
Oh
talk
my
about these. We're gonna
gosh.
talk.
Yes.
Yeah. Boom.
I like
We're
that.
in. We're
It's a
in.
crazy. It's a crazy
Wow.
concept.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Do you guys see? Because obviously this like child PQ of you guys
Our
has grown
baby.
so much. And has it been even 2 years? Or this?
Yeah, it was
This
it was
year,
2
this
years
is
in
2
August.
years in August,
Just
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. So
Awesome.
Thanks.
do you know what comes next? Are we taking it one day at a time? Do we have big goals and dreams?
She's like, where do you see yourself in
if
5
Are we
years?
going on the
anybody-
road? Are we going to Europe? What are we doing?
Ooh.
If anyone knows
Cool.
PlantyQueens, we don't announce those.
No, we
until
also
like,
they're
hey,
about
wink,
to happen.
wink.
And
That's
also half
true.
of
All
it
I'm
is
gonna
because we
say-
just fly on the seat of our ship.
We do. We really fucking
no
do.
fucking idea
I
what
was
we're
just talking
doing.
about this.
No,
I wake up
literally
one
same.
morning and I'm like, yo, Maya, what do you think about this? And she's like, dope. And then it goes viral. But like, well, most of the time it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
But, yeah, it doesn't. But no, we are very, we fly through. But we also just, we'll talk about it when it happens. Well, we do have plans.
sure.
We have big plans. We have big
Yay.
plans.
Aw,
so
that's
we know that
awesome.
we can expect greater things. Just keep
100%.
going.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yay.
It never, if anyone knows PlantyQueens, I feel like we've nonstop making announcements. It will never end.
No.
And that
Literally.
is something I love about us. Like, we just both can't sit still. Like, so we are continuously
Creative
finding
spirit.
new ideas. And we take these, a lot of these ideas are from the community.
Right.
And we will
Yeah,
give credit
exactly.
where it's deserved. Like, a lot of these people come forward and they're like, we think you should do this. And we're like, you're fucking brilliant.
Yeah, smart. Let's
Thank
do that.
you. Let's
Thanks.
go.
I
Oh.
love doing that because it's
Yeah.
almost like you create something, you know, it's your baby. And then like art, you know,
Yeah.
you present it to the world and then they interpret it the way they see it. And
Yep.
sometimes you
Right.
get the most like interesting ideas.
Yeah,
of
for
something
sure.
maybe you never thought of.
Oh,
and
for
you're-
sure.
So it's at that point again a collaborative with the community,
Mhm.
and yeah, I just think that's so special.
That's what
True.
I think is cool. You're keeping your city, your place at the core of whatever you do. And I think
Oh, yeah.
that's really, really cool. Because I think
Yeah.
some business owners get excited by the growth and it's just like growth so quickly, but not
Mhm.
always keeping in mind the roots of what you're
Right.
building. And I
Yeah.
think just having that at the core of everything you do is so powerful, you
Oh,
know?
for sure. I mean, our community is our number one. Like we'll say that a million times, and whether we're believed or not, that is our number one. And 90% of our ideas come from the community.
Yep.
And it's just that is like we started ecom, but we're like local community. Let's go. Like
Yeah.
that's,
I love
that's
that.
And
it.
the people show up. Like
They
we didn't even
do.
know how
Look
today
at
was gonna go.
y'all.
I know, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Like
Yeah.
2 days ago, we're like,
Thank
we'll
you.
see.
Or like what
Thank
the
you
hell's
for
gonna
being
happen?
here.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
y'all.
you,
guys so
everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
that's awesome.
gals, we've got a Q&A in a few minutes.
Okay.
But first of all, we wanted to know if you could be any plant, what would you be?
Ooh. I feel like I have a quick one.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Honestly, a Monstera Peru. I feel like anyone that's watched my
Ooh.
lives, like our lives.
That's okay.
Are you offended?
I mean,
No,
me.
I'm not
I'd actually be
ours.
happy if we were offended because
Okay,
I
I'm
never
offended
offend you.
now.
Thank you. Okay,
Thanks.
cool. I don't know. Peru just looks so like high class, but it's just
Yeah.
like it's easier to take care of, and it's beautiful, and it's like well priced. Like I don't know. I fucking love the Monstera Peru.
Well, we were
That's
at your
my go-to.
shop. Oh,
Yeah.
super.
No, go for it.
Yeah.
Keep thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking
stalling.
still. Yeah,
Yeah.
thinking
We were at
still.
PQ yesterday, and I was like, Nicole, is this a fenestrated Peru? That's what it was. No, not the Peru.
Oh, the
Oh, you're
Cebu
talking
blue.
about
I
the
like
Cebu
that one
blue.
too. Okay, never mind. But
Was
the
it-
Peru is really
Oh,
pretty.
the Cebu blue.
I get the two
Cebu
confused.
blue.
You're totally
Yeah.
right. Now
Yeah.
that we're here, that thing was insane.
Oh,
I
it's
know.
giant.
Yeah,
the Cebu
Gorgeous.
blue, I was like, mine is like this big.
Oh,
I
it's
know.
And I saw it and I was like, that's
And
crazy.
huge.
But
Yeah.
I did see the Perus on the far shelf. And
Yeah.
yeah.
they're huge too. Like they
Yeah.
and they're slow growers. So
Yeah.
So
I have-
true.
I've been propagating one for like a year and I'm like, you're so rude. You won't
Oh, we
give
did
me a
forget
single
one
leaf.
question for them too.
What is it, Holly?
Well, I was very curious. So we going back to our roots and everything.
no pun intended.
How has your guys' hobby, like the love, the hobby of it,
Oh yeah, don't
has
forget
it?
this one.
How has it changed, or maybe
Oh,
it hasn't
yeah.
Oh.
since opening a business? Because
Oh.
I mean, I
I'll
think
be
we
real.
all go through. I don't know if you call it burnout. You
A
could call it a slump. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Currently
Tell us
in.
that. Yes.
So for me, it's actually a lot different than Maya.
Yep.
We talk about this all the time. Mine's almost completely crashed. Mine has. I'll be
Mhm.
transparent. I have
For
minimal to no plants at home. I work a full-time job on top of PlantyQueens.
Wow.
Mhm.
I am very on the business side and the social side. So I'm continuously socializing with everybody who I love and adore on social
Right.
media. Like that's
right.
my go-to. So I'm continuously thriving in the community. As far as plants, it's gone down. It's definitely gone
And
down.
that's okay.
For sure.
We talk about that a lot on the
Yeah,
podcast.
no,
Mine's
it
been a
has, like,
mess.
Yep. And a lot of people get me excited, but it's a lot less. It is a lot
Yeah.
less. Yeah.
I mean, my own plant collection is dwindled as well. I just
Right.
I now have a child on top of everything. So like,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to kill the last of the plants I still have alive. But I still find plants so fucking interesting. And
Yes.
I'm around them all the time that I thrive in them and I like being around and being like soaking up knowledge around them, especially Hoyas. And that's
Oh my God,
that's
a girl after
the
my own
Hoya
heart.
Holly,
sale.
I already know. Okay. I follow you. I watch all your stories and I'm like, I fucking hate how
The
beautiful your
sunstress.
sunrise.
Oh, the
Your
sunstress.
Hoya sunrise. Oh my
Aw.
God. It makes me angry how much I love that
If
thing.
you guys look it up on Google, it's like the first one that comes
Oh yeah,
up.
I
Is that
know.
picture?
I'm
It's
obsessed with that thing.
insane. It's
Yeah.
insane.
But
It's
that's also
crazy.
probably the plant I would like want to be is a Hoya. I can't pick which one. I love all of
Yes.
them way too much. But there's something about like how beautiful the flower is
Yeah.
and how exciting people like it is to watch that grow
Yeah.
and how exciting it is for me to watch myself grow.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
So it's like that. I'm not going to cry.
Here come the tears.
So that's
Yeah.
true. After growing for a while.
What color would your blooms be? Is
Oh.
that an inappropriate question? I'm not
Yeah, no. Honestly,
let's ask that.
probably white. I would say white, but I'm
Yeah,
just
they
like,
are
I want
gorgeous.
it to have the sweet smell and not like the really
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, because some of them Hoyas can smell
Obscura.
great.
No, I think
Yeah.
you would like it because it's like it's creamy pink and it's fluffy. I think it smells nice, like a perfume.
Yeah.
Like I almost want to bottle it. You know,
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure
Oh.
someone has.
I know,
sure.
right? They need to.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it hasn't, I
Yeah.
mean,
Let's
start
talk again.
Let's
a
make
lot
a
of meetings
business.
after this.
No, but really, imagine like somebody actually trademarking or like just creating a Hoya flower
Yeah.
scent.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, God.
Okay, so there's a lot of Facebook groups, right? And they get swamped over, but
Yeah.
Hoya heads, there's like a Minnesota Hoya heads page.
Mhm.
They're
It's
actually
so
having
good.
like an entire event just about Hoyas because there's so many Hoya heads in Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah, so
big
like,
time.
if we were to
Yeah.
actually bottle this shit, it would like we would
It
sell
would
out
sell.
immediately.
Oh, yeah.
You may have it in your
Immediately.
shop and
Yeah.
it'd be gone.
People are obsessed with Hoyas.
Wow.
But for good reason though. They're amazing.
I know. All right, cool.
They're so satisfying. And if you like succulents, but you keep killing them, get a Hoya instead.
Yes, true.
If they've got
so
the vibe.
true. They have
Absolutely.
like a hearty, really good.
Yep.
Well, I think we're good. Ready for just some Q&A?
We are ready for some Q&A,
Okay.
people.
Well, you guys, I know we mentioned
Under
this
pressure.
on Instagram, but if any of you have questions for any of us on stage, we've got a mic. Remind me, Josh, do I take off this one? Okay, Daddy.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
sweet.
My mom's gonna be like, why did you call him that?
You're like, I didn't know your dad was there.
I was like, I don't know. But yes, if anybody has a question, no pressure, but you should ask
Oh, no,
one.
I'm pressuring people. We need
Feel
we need
free.
one person to stand up to make everyone else feel comfortable right now.
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait, really quick, is it that mic, babe? And then me, Holly, share this one? All right, and if you can tell us your name and then just go to town.
Bet. My name is Jessica. I'm originally from Wichita, Kansas, but I moved to Minneapolis for college, and my succulent has flowers, so hit me up if you want any
Hey.
advice. My question for basically all y'all, what are your pet peeves when it comes to plant in general?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
really
one,
Yeah,
Jessica.
that is a really good one.
Who
Okay.
wants to go first?
I mean, I'm ready. I feel
Okay.
like this is just given bugs, but there's certain kind of bugs.
right.
And for me, it's weird. It's honestly fungus gnats because they're the most common. They're the least invasive to damaging your plants, but they're annoying as fuck. Like they're just flying around everywhere. So for me, it's fungus gnats.
Hence why they're in the swag bags.
Yep.
The sticky traps, not
Yeah.
the gnats.
No.
How funny
We're
is
just
this?
gonna
Like an
give you
April
some
Fool's?
fungus
Here's some
gnats. Here you go.
Literally.
Present.
Enjoy the gnats.
Enjoy them.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I'm trying to think of my biggest pet peeve because I think there's a couple. But recently I've had a thrips infestation. So to go off the bugs thing,
Nope.
everything's dying.
Yeah.
I tell Holly, I was like, I'm a fraud. Like, how is this? It's crazy because they're just so sneaky and they just exist and just, I don't know. I guess they just suck. And that's I don't know if that counts as a pet peeve, but they're my pet peeve.
No, they for sure.
No, I
They're
feel
a
like,
pest
yeah.
peeve.
I always call them,
Thank
I call them
you.
bug peeve.
Literally, it's
She
a
calls them
house
pest
peeve.
peeve. Yeah. They are. No, indeed. Oh,
Thank
boing.
you. So I think my pet peeve, because I also love design and home decor.
You do. And you're really
Good at it.
Oh,
It's like obnoxious. I'm like, dang, you're so good
I know.
at it.
It like makes
So
us
Yeah,
sweet.
you're really good at it. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
But it is a hobby and I like to incorporate plants with it. So when I have the perfect Hoya, for example, to go into a corner by my bed, which is currently my Hoya obovata, and it's not getting enough light and it hasn't grown in 6 months, that is my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Like, just grow there. Like, you're going to be fine. And they're like, nah, bitch, I'm not fine. I'm not fine here.
I'm not good.
That is probably my pet peeve.
Yeah.
That's
My-
such a good question.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I love
really
it.
good question.
My pet peeve is definitely having to water hanging baskets.
Oh, that's
When you have to
such a good one.
when you have to take them down
That's
to water
true.
them. or just leave them and let your entire house
Yes.
fill with water because you're like, fuck it.
That's so
I hate watering hanging baskets.
Hell yeah.
It's or you have to, for me, I have
No.
to take them all down. And
Yes.
like, I'm sure it's a nightmare.
No, it's just not fun. All of it
that
is
was
not
genius.
fun. Yeah.
Now I feel like I want to like take my method, but I can't do that. But like,
Nope, too late.
okay, but really, that's really
Yeah,
good.
no,
That's
hanging
really
baskets are
good.
not fun.
Yeah, they suck.
You bringing up water made me realize one that I really have is, for me, humidity is my pet peeve because I can't get it. I've bought the pumps. I've bought the fountains.
Come
I've
to
bought all the
Minnesota.
things.
It's always
Yeah, we
humid in
got
the
here.
summer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
My
the time
hair
of year, I
feels
feel
it.
like
Let me
it's
tell
always
you.
humid. Yeah, I'm like, you probably came here and you're like, okay, wait, my
My
plants
hair,
should have
yeah.
came
Like,
with me.
what is this on my head?
What's
Right.
going on? Yeah.
Oh my God, it drives me crazy because I started like a mini alocasia greenhouse and I was like, look at me, it's going great. Because I was able to like lock the humidity in, but then they got taller than the greenhouse they were in. It was
Right.
the soccer greenhouse from IKEA, so it's tiny.
Oh yeah.
And then they all died because I couldn't close it anymore. And I was like,
Oh.
it's a little weird right now. We don't have to talk about it.
It's awkward. I don't know if I want to
It's
publicly
pretty
announce
bad,
this.
but I'll
Yeah.
deal with it when I'm home.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Thank you for your question, by
Yeah,
the
that
way.
was
Yeah,
really
thanks,
good.
Jessica.
That
Do
was
we
stellar.
got any other questions? I know that one.
Yeah, there we go.
Take a little jog. Take a little jog.
Yeah,
Come on,
do it.
This is one of our favorite listeners ever, Josie.
She's
She
a
took
gem,
a
a
2-hour
queen.
drive to be here today,
Oh,
guys.
that's amazing. Let's go.
From Wisconsin, the enemy.
I'm like, excuse me.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
it's a
worst
whole
plant
thing. We don't need to get into there.
It's like St. Paul and Minneapolis.
Question. Okay. Okay, my question is, if you were deserted on a island, which drink would you bring? Boozy. And also, which plant would you bring? Maya, I know you would bring Molly's sunrise.
Oh, I would just take
But-
her plant.
Yes. What would you
I would
bring?
let you take it.
That's my question.
Thank you, my
Thank
love.
you, Josie.
Oh my God. Any takers?
I'll go.
Good question.
Vodka soda.
Oh, you got vodka
Yeah,
soda.
vodka soda.
What's your
and
plan?
I mean Holly's sunrise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't choose that one, Holly. It's taken.
Okay, no,
sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I
We're
will
deserted on
gladly
different
give it to
islands at the
Maya.
same time, and I took your plant.
Well,
Right.
we'll go to the
Sorry.
same island and we'll share it.
Oh, okay.
Take
we go.
cuttings.
But then it's not deserted if you're there, right?
That is true.
Damn
Then
it.
Oh,
you're
see
together.
that? Okay, Josie.
Well, you're
are
still
we deserted
deserted. You're just
together, or
together
are we all on
deserted.
Are we in the Keys? Like, are we in
Oh.
separate
Are we all
islands?
Yeah. This is the thing.
We're
together.
Key West.
Together. It's a
By
thing.
all of us. Okay.
Who's gonna hunt? I need food.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
you
God,
go.
if you're desperate.
You're right.
You're like,
I think I know what I would bring.
Go for it.
I think I would bring something tequila based. So maybe like, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like you take coconut water, tequila, and lime juice.
that's
Oh,
a cute
yum.
Oh, you've done this on the pod a few
sunrise,
times.
Coincidentally,
Yeah.
isn't that a tequila sunrise?
Is that
No,
a
the
I don't know.
sunrise has
it's,
like
it's
orange
kind of like a
juice
gimlet,
and
but with tequila, and then you
grenadine.
also add coconut water. Anyway,
Okay.
the plant I would bring is my Anthurium veitchii, I think.
Oh, the king. That's our Jason Momoa.
Our
of the
Jason Momoa
podcast. He's
plant.
so hot.
Like,
Like,
with the
have
abs.
you seen the
Jason
abs on
Momoa.
this plant? Her plant is
Yum.
insane. It is the most ripped thing I've ever seen in the world.
That's amazing.
It just brings me a lot of joy. Which I mean, of course, I love a Hoya too, but I think it's like it's just
And
growing
Maya's
and
bringing
growing.
it.
Yeah,
and Maya's
I'm already
bringing
bringing
it,
one for
so
you.
we're
Yeah.
good.
So we're good.
I'm bringing your
Good.
plant for you.
Thank you.
So for me, it's tough because I'm like, if we're on a tropical island, because I want to choose Monstera, but are they there already? You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking
Well-
for a loophole here, but I feel like if they aren't indigenous to this island, I definitely want a Monstera because the little fenestrations make me happy.
Yeah.
I feel good when everything else is dying, but that one's okay. You
For
know?
sure.
No, for sure.
And then for drinks, I think, and everyone's gonna hate me. I think Josh probably already. Oh, he knows. All my friends hate that I like this drink, and I hate that I like this
Oh,
drink.
I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, I'm scared.
I love a Malibu Coke with a lime.
wow,
Oh
yeah.
man.
It's really bad. I know it's really bad. It's awful. But like everyone's like, you're literally drinking sunscreen, and I was like, I like it.
It's all right.
I
Love
was
is
like,
love.
don't lie.
You're like, I don't care.
But that's what I would bring, and I'd probably hate it after 2 days. But you know,
That's fair.
It's one of
I
those
feel
things.
like
It's okay.
my answers are really problematic to you guys.
Wait,
like,
tell us.
I would
We
bring a
wanna
whole
know.
glass of tequila and I would bring a pepperomia because if we're starving, we can eat it. Okay.
Oh, It's pet safe and human
It's pet
safe.
safe, which
Wait, we
means
didn't
it's
even
human
think about
safe.
that. Bringing
Everyone's
like basil
it's
or like an
pretty,
edible
and I'm
plant.
like, no, I'm like, if we're stuck on an island, like we
Honestly,
gotta think about things like
She's thinking
get
rationally.
really drunk and then eat whatever we're
It's just
bringing.
a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
Like that's my drink is
I
a
think
bottle.
yours
Sorry,
is the
everybody.
smartest
That's
answer.
me. Like
Good
that's me.
job, Lily. I love it.
It'll like
Yeah, why
look
are you
pretty,
being smart?
but
Don't do
well,
that.
no, I'm just trying to
have
survive.
yeah, I don't want to survive.
No, but y'all brought
I just
the
want to
pretty
get drunk
stuff
and
and
hold
I
a plant.
did party.
soap drinks, so we're good. We can wash
It's
our hands with
literally
your
cleaning
drink.
solution.
Yeah.
It's called disinfectant.
Disinfectant. If one of us gets a cut,
Yeah.
then we go.
Angelique's got it on lock, you guys.
Yeah, and if we get a stain, we
good.
can use my soda.
No, there's a lot of thought here. We're good.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
very well thought out.
I think the rest of the world's deserted compared to our island.
yeah,
Like, we're
absolutely.
doing great.
Yeah, no.
As I'm staring at a Michelob Ultra Light ad
know.
right now,
It's a
and I'm
big
like, not
billboard.
bringing you.
Not
Definitely
you.
not bringing you.
Keep walking,
Yeah,
Michelob.
I'm like, get over here.
No. Ugh.
Also, yeah, no. Yep.
So do we got any more questions, guys? Yes, Brandon. Come on up,
Okay,
babe.
can everybody just look at how fucking cute this human is?
I know.
Look
He's so
at
cute.
you.
Hey, let's go. He's our pod cousin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brandon, aka Brandon Botanical. On TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Follow me now.
My question is, what is your guys' most plant-related thing you're proud of personally? Like, what is the one thing you've done in your plant parenthood that makes you just glow?
Okay. Oh my God. Thank you.
Wow, that's a good question. Thank you.
That's really good. That's really good.
Wow.
Does a plant project count, or does it need to be a specific actual plant? Okay, thank God.
Cool.
Because everything's dying. For me, and like this is gonna sound so corny and
I feel
so
like-
cheesy, but literally this.
I know
like-
now. I'm gonna cry.
Good.
Good.
So,
That was
like-
my goal.
No, like literally, this is the biggest thing that we've done for the show, and
Yeah.
the fact that like it started, this all like Boozy Botanical as a concept literally started when me and Holly were just starting our friendship. It was like I met her. Thank you.
I think they figured it out and then they shut it off really quick.
Right.
That girl is going crazy. It literally started in 2019 as me coming over to Holly's house. I bought like my first few batch of plants, and she was teaching me how to do a succulent arrangement.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you like ever teach classes?"
I
She's
know.
like, "What are you
Miss
talking about?"
Entrepreneur over here. She's
Always
like, you need
working.
to teach a class.
I was like, literally, like, why haven't you done a workshop? These are so cute. Because Holly was like, so when you make a succulent arrangement, you need a thriller, a spiller, and a filler. And I was like, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
And so
Wait,
I was like, where did, was this an essay that you read? Like, where did this come from? She's like, that's just how her brain works. And I was like, that's a really cute, like, concept to have like wine and just like do this thing. And then I think I literally looked at you and was like, you could call it like Boozy Botanical Night or something. And then
Yeah.
Boom.
and then that was it. That happened in July. And then around January, we were like,
Face.
remember
I
like
know.
that one time we were talking about that thing? A little like night we had with our friends where we did a workshop. And now we're
Yeah.
here. And this is crazy. So like,
Yeah.
I think I'm plant related. I'm the most proud of this because this is crazy. And it shows that we can do it without all
yeah.
our friends and
Yeah.
family having to show up. Like we didn't know any, we know a few
Right.
people here. So
like
it's
my mom wasn't even here.
Awesome.
But
so it is, I don't know, this for me, as far as something plant related,
That's amazing.
I'm like the most proud of this. So thank you guys for letting this
Oh,
dream come
absolutely.
true.
Thank
It
you.
was- I mean, it's unreal that like I saw you yesterday at the shop.
Oh,
And I'm
I
like,
know.
both of you, I'm like, you're real. I'm like, this is
know.
fucking,
They're not
especially
scam
like,
artists.
yes, and I love you, but like Holly, like I've known Holly
Right, no, of
since we
course.
started,
Yes,
and I'm
I
like
know.
about in tears, and I'm literally, I'm like, you're fucking real. I love you equally, but like,
Oh my God, no, but you can't.
yeah,
It's
like it
fine.
was just like I can't believe.
Well, I was like, Holly, you're in. You realize that. She's
Yeah.
like, no pressure.
I'm like, you're like,
no,
what?
I was like, I've talked to them before. I think
I
they're,
got this.
Yeah, I think like if you
We did
go
a
back
live
to
with
our
you.
Instagram, like
Yes.
one of our
Yes.
first like 3 lives you're part of.
Well, and it was
That you
also
were
like
part of.
you were our first accessory that we had on
Yeah,
our shop.
our first ever
Yeah.
accessory. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we were like, wait, the shit's heavy and you're far away.
I know.
Yeah,
And that's why the terracotta retired.
I know. But yeah, that's
No,
okay.
it was a whole thing. But
But hey, it served a purpose.
It did.
Yeah.
And now Lillie and I have our own, concrete botanical or concrete.
Yeah. No,
planters at home,
totally.
so-
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's so
Oh,
good.
well,
about
because
you
we ended
guys?
up buying so many for ourselves, and
Oh yeah.
We're like, how did she send these?
yeah, we ordered these, but they were for us.
Yeah, they're for us. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like my biggest. Oh man, that's so hard. I want to say PlantyQueens as a whole, but that's just such bullshit. Like it's
That's
just
all-
such an
right.
easy escape.
It
you
is
know?
an easy
Like,
escape.
bad. I was
it's
like,
the
oops.
reality, but like it is. I really think like the moment that I'll never forget, honestly, is our 1 year anniversary party. And I don't know if anybody was there. I don't know, but like, yeah, there's a couple of
see
people.
you.
Yeah,
Our partners.
I think it's and just like I mean, there's just like so many fucking amazing people, and there's so many amazing people here. It's just continuously our events. It's just it really is. That's what
Yeah.
drives us. Just like seeing these people, you guys show the fuck up.
Yep.
And that
Literally.
has been
It
the biggest thing
just
for
hurts
me.
my heart how good it feels.
Yeah. Someone give me a
Ouch.
shot. But actually, hey, Ryan, who asked a question, will you give me a shot? Not kidding. Thank you. I'm actually serious.
Love
Please.
that.
Yeah, I'm like, gin, ASAP. Let's cheers. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I could cop out with PlantyQueens too, but honestly, being in the shop and keeping all those fucking plants alive,
There's a lot of
know.
those.
That's
It's
hella-
that feels like an accomplishment to me, especially when I don't have like nearly as much at home anymore and can't take care of them at
How
home.
can you?
For me to be able to take care of them in a shop
No, and
like
they're
have
all
them
thriving.
thrive.
They're not just like
Yeah,
basic
no,
plants. Like they're beautiful specimens.
Oh,
too.
absolutely. Yeah, that is like something that I'm really proud of is watching like our plants in this shop be able to, thrive.
Well, we've all been to a nursery or a shop, and no shade, but you've seen like when there's a corner where things are looking a little rough, and
Yeah.
not even to like kiss up or anything, but we went in there and we were like, everything's so happy.
No, yeah,
like
for
it felt
sure.
vibrant. The Lavoie was going off, like it was great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, you, Holly.
Thank you.
Well, okay, I've thought of a plant, and if you guys listen to the podcast regularly, you've heard it, but it's my philodendron gloriosum.
There she is.
I bought it from Equigenera like 4 years ago, maybe. And
Yeah.
it was like a stump, but it was like a dried stump. It wasn't even like there was no life in it. And that plant was the first one that made me make a prop box. So 6 months later, I'm like, oh, I see a root.
Like something's
I'm
happening.
like, wait, what? Because I was about to throw it away.
Yeah.
And then I looked, I'm like, no. And then another 6 months went by, and then there was a leaf. And I'm like, oh, I have a gloriosum. And so
It's
now I
That's
think
how
I
you know
have
you
like,
don't live in Minnesota.
well, this was in LA. I will preface that. Like 20% humidity, Los Angeles. But now it has like 10 leaves.
Wow.
It's like one of my, that and the Veitchii and all my Hoyas. I'm like, oh, I love you guys.
Yeah.
So
The list goes
That's
on.
valid.
yeah, but
Yeah.
obviously Boozy too, I think is my greatest accomplishment. with
Well, it was
plants.
Holly's idea to do a podcast because I work on a different podcast as well with my boyfriend Josh, and that was just a thing. Holly's been a guest on that show, and so she knew that I was in the podcast world. And then one day you came over for dinner. It was around a little after
And
PQ started. It was like November 2020, and you were like, "So like I have an idea."
Well, and there's a sneaky, I
Yeah.
had like an agenda behind it. I didn't
What?
tell. Sort of. Don't worry. Hang on.
Wait,
You're
I
like,
need you to explain yourself
Okay.
in front of all these people.
I will because I didn't tell Angelique at the time, but I knew I was moving across the country. And I'm like,
hell no.
this face.
This fucking face
I was
right
like,
now.
I love this girl. I'm like, how can I keep her in my life? Aha.
We're gonna turn it around now.
No, I swear to God, that was the point.
How long did you keep it from me?
Maybe like a week or something.
I feel like it was 3 months.
But
it's
truly,
fine.
I was like, I want to keep Angelique in my life as a
Holly,
friend.
stop it.
I'm not, as the kids say, no cap.
I'm not gonna cry. That's really nice.
No, but it's true.
What if I said no?
I knew you'd say yes.
Holly, I don't have the bandwidth right now for your podcast.
I know.
No, but,
but
literally she
anyways,
said it, and I was
continue.
like, that sounds like the funnest thing in the world, because that was a title that we saw, or a name that we thought of together, and I was like, are you sure?
You're like, what do you want to call it? I'm like, let's just fucking call it Boozy Botanical.
But how did, so I get that you said that, but how did that actually come along? Like how?
Because of the succulents?
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it started. It was summer 2019, and I asked her if she does workshops.
Yeah.
And then we told her, I was like, well, if you ever do an event, like it'd be so cute if you have alcohol and plants and you can just like call
Yeah.
it this. Just me telling her what to do with her business, you know?
Oh,
And
absolutely. Yeah, it's brilliant.
then I don't know what made
Well,
the
'cause
switch to
I
actually
thought-
do an event.
So what?
'Cause
Oh,
that
well, that was
came
your
and
idea.
went.
Well,
Oh,
but for the
thanks.
podcast, I was thinking, I'm like, well, I love the idea of just like conversations over drinks, like your plant friends and
Happy
happy
hour.
hour. So I'm like, let's just do it.
And
I love that.
I guess because
Amazing.
you were specifically proposing it to me,
Mhm.
I like to think, I don't know if you would have given that name to another person.
No, not
like,
at all.
Maybe that made sense because we also kind of became like
Business
COVID
partners.
bubbles. That too.
Yeah,
But like
Oh,
in
yeah.
COVID
Holly
bubbles.
lived,
Yeah.
Holly and Tyson lived only 10 minutes away from Josh and I, and it was 2020 when like you weren't really seeing friends, and she was one of the
Right.
only friends that I was seeing, and our friendship was becoming closer throughout that because we were friends for just a year before COVID hit.
Yeah, that's
Right.
wild.
So
Yeah.
like we
Crazy.
didn't have that solid foundation, but like she was my plant doctor. This poor woman has so many group texts with people she doesn't know because I'm like, this is Holly.
That's
I'm
amazing.
sharing her with you.
It'll
like
see
answer all your
Angelique
questions.
in an 818 number. Okay.
That's awesome. Oh, cool.
But
But
yeah.
That's like I'm keeping things going. But
Yeah.
that was the birth of that name.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, you
Greatest
guys,
accomplishments.
I could answer and ask questions all day, but I know you're all like, when is the freaking elbow going up? So we have a raffle.
Let's go.
Let's
You
do the
guys,
raffle.
first of all, thank you. You women are
you.
fabulous.
Thank
and I'm
you.
so
Thank you.
honored
This
and
is-
blessed.
We love
so
you
much
guys
fun.
so much.
Love
For those of you that have not given up yet, we've got a raffle for you.
And we got cute music. Let's go.
How did they know?
Music.
We did that
They
on
got my
purpose.
email?
Yeah.
So can we please, because I don't, who has it? The raffle
Oh, the
tickets.
raffle jar.
They're in
Do
the
we know where
front,
that's
right?
at? Let's go.
I'ma take a
I
lap.
see it. I see it coming. I see it coming.
There she
No, that's
goes.
not how
Angelique's
that
just
song
doing
goes.
the
feel it
most.
coming.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
I'm not gonna
There
sing
she
right now. It'd be
is.
embarrassing.
It's like that whenever we are on the podcast and one of us spills a drink, has to pee, because you guys, like drinking alcohol for an hour
I've
straight.
literally been
I'll
sitting here like I need to fucking.
I know, like legs crossed. So this is what we do. I'm like, she's
Yep.
like, entertain
Keep
them.
talking. I'm going to
So
grab
used,
the prizes.
I'm
Yeah,
used
do
to
it.
this
Do it.
now. So
Do
we
it.
just have to
This
keep.
is what everyone's really been waiting for.
I know. Everyone's like, give me that fucking
That
elbow.
fucking elbow.
So we have a couple. So of course we have the elbow. We have a pot by me.
Yeah.
It's a bubble pot. We have, oh my gosh, a beautiful art print.
Yes, from Renee Boynton. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I loved it. I
Yes.
was like, oh, are you sure you
Oh,
want to
we'll bring it all
I
up
want
and we'll
that. I
show
want
it.
it.
But for those
Stop.
listening, we have a hand thrown cup.
which
Yes.
is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, it has like a leaf on the side.
Yep. Oh, it's
King Ostrich Fern.
Ostrich fur.
Can you
From her
come up here and
backyard.
announce that? I feel like I owe you. You got to come up here and announce that publicly. No, I do. Trust me, we're besties now.
There we go.
We moved
Thank
in
you,
together.
Nicole.
We're now roommates. We're roomies.
You were
They're
amazing.
fucking we're roommates now.
Yay.
Yeah. No. It's,
Oh, we have a
you're
Boozy
stepping up.
hat.
You're fucking. It's okay.
Thank
it's
you, my
fine.
love.
Ready, ready, set.
Shout out
go.
to
What do
Nicole.
we
What
have?
happened?
Ready,
Where
set,
are we
go.
growing with Brandon?
And the best employee of PlantyQueens.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, where is it though?
And the best.
Can I hold that?
The only and the best.
Which one?
We're gonna publicly.
Absolutely.
All right, explain. Ready, set, go.
Hold it.
It's a hand-thrown tumbler that has a thumbprint on it, so it's very ergonomic, and it's printed with a king ostrich fern leaf from my backyard. It's dishwasher and microwave safe if you really feel like it, and it's awesome.
And shout out
is
your
awesome.
company, your handle.
Oh, I'm Sprout Ceramics, sprout.ceramics on Instagram, and I have a website too, whatever. It's fine.
It's amazing.
Well, I say we raffle this baby off first.
Let's do
let's
her
go.
first.
And shout out to all of you that
Or,
got
are these
tickets.
individual or one?
We have
Individual.
Carrie Lee too. We have the mushy Carrie
Oh, the
Lee.
mushy. Don't
Oh,
forget
yes,
the
yes,
mushy.
yes. Oh, yeah, I guess we can announce all of them.
We might be going through a few ticket numbers if people aren't here. So
If
You
you
guys
guys
are
are
the real ones.
you've got
if
a
you stay
chance.
here,
Ready.
yes.
So shall we start?
The
Yeah,
mushy
well, we
is
can-
so cute.
I know. Are we just doing one?
Let's just do that.
Okay,
Sounds
we'll
good.
start. We'll start with
Okay,
Sprout Ceramics.
cute.
Yeah.
So for the lovely ceramics, we've got, okay, I felt like I was looking. Hold on. I know that I know who these go to. Okay. So if you have ticket 410216, come on up. If you're here,
Going
They
once.
left.
Going
All right, they
once?
left. Going.
Going twice.
410216, going twice.
Yeah, we got
Yeah?
it. Woo!
Nice. Hell yeah. Let's go. It's amazing.
You have to
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Happy
I know
know
you're putting me
that.
on the spot. I'm so sorry.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Courtney.
She was an honest woman, my friends.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Courtney. Woo.
Okay, so I'm gonna let. I'm sorry, Josh.
No, you were really clear on that one. That was good.
Good job.
That was impressive. I would have gone.
musical
fucking
theater right there.
The whole
All right,
state.
next up. Oh, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing the
Oh,
Boozy
yeah,
hat.
Boozy hat. My bad. All right, 410268.
Oh, are you here?
Yeah, let's go.
Also, we also have this hat in pink and blue. So if you have a preference,
And you want to switch it out?
you can. It doesn't have to be the white one. So you can.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Of course. What's your
Boom.
name?
Ariana.
Ariana. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy.
Nice
But
to
yeah,
meet
come to our
you.
booth if you want a pink or a blue. You're welcome. All right, Holly. I'll let you do this one.
Ooh, okay. Here we go.
Get deep.
Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Ticket number 410219. Do we have
Anybody
anyone
here?
here?
I feel like we were 2 for 2. There's no fucking way.
Wait, let me try one. Okay, I'll do
Okay,
one more time. 410219.
No.
Is that you?
Oh,
Yeah.
this whole table.
This table.
Let's go.
They're too
Lucky
shy.
table.
What was their
That's
plan?
awesome.
Oh my God!
They were
Congratulations.
set.
What's
They're
your
ready.
name?
Yay.
Megan, nice to meet you. Come on, go on over. What's the prize?
What was
Oh,
it?
yeah,
What
we
did we
didn't
do?
even do the
Oh,
prize.
it's just a prize.
Oh,
We'll
is
do the
it?
boozy pot or the
Yeah.
concrete pot.
It's a 2-parter.
Yes. So what it is, this is
I
your
was gonna say it's a
saucer.
2-parter.
There
Yep.
you go.
I'm like, be careful. I was-
Holly,
Yes.
my hand. Enjoy.
Yay.
All right,
Yay.
so the next we have an art piece from Renee Boynton.
Yep.
She's one of our vendors today.
Yay,
I
Renee.
believe it's a print of one of her original pieces, and it's gorgeous.
Amazing.
Oh,
And she
Maya, why
signed
am I
it.
taking it? Your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 410221.
221. Go.
I hope this table
once.
ends again because I will be like, get it.
410221.
Going twice.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
That's a lucky table.
Hell yeah.
Who was working the door?
to buy my scratcher.
Honestly, they're fucking smart. That's what
lottery
happened.
ticket.
Oh, nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Enjoy.
And if you want to check out their booth, they're right at the back.
I
Of
promise
course.
we're not scamming this. They just bought a lot of fucking tickets.
I bet you they're in politics.
There's something.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. This is a prize
drum
from
roll, everybody.
PlantyQueens themselves.
Oh, wait, the mushy?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got
Oh,
the
no,
mushy.
no,
mushy.
We got
have
mushy.
mushy.
We got
Carrie
mushy.
Lee.
We got
I lied.
mushy.
We can
We
still
have
drum roll
cute-ass
for
mushy.
We can
Carrie
still
Lee.
drum
we can
roll.
drum
Yeah.
roll
Still
for
works out
mushy.
with one hand.
Yeah. All
So
right.
we've got a super cutesy little mushroom
One of you two
from
wanna-
Carrie Lee,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep.
Is it a magnet or is it a? I can't
It's a
remember.
magnet. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Holly, go
Okay.
for it.
All right, here we
Get
go.
deep. Okay.
410163.
I'm just always gonna look at this table
They're
right
getting
here.
pretty
I can't
quiet
even
over
help
there.
it.
Just
Yeah, they're like, I gotta check. I'm just.
Yay!
Mushy.
Yay!
It's the
Yeah.
cutest
Get your
mushroom in the world. It's just like the little stupid face on it just makes me so happy.
I know.
It's super
So
cute.
cute.
It's a very happy mushroom.
Yes, go for
It all
it.
makes me so happy. I'll take, yeah, you can
Carl,
hold on
thank
to
you
it.
so much.
Frame it for
Enjoy.
memories, please.
Yeah. Is Carrie still here?
I think so.
I see her.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go,
Waving.
she's over there if you want to check out more of their
Carrie
work.
Lee art.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm not lying anymore. The
Okay,
true.
yeah. Now the
All
album.
right, drum roll,
Finale.
everybody,
Gosh, I'm
please.
scared.
You guys.
Am I doing
Drum
it?
roll.
Okay.
These gals have. Look at the look. It's so big.
Going deep.
Yeah, can you do a little show there? Can you?
You guys,
Vanna
this,
White.
how long have you guys had this in your shop growing?
Well, okay, so this
what's
is
her journey?
actually this is our from our local grower
Okay.
from one of our
Wow.
mother plants that we got and then gave to our grower.
Yep.
And then
we-
chopped and propped. This has probably been like I'd say a year in the making.
a year and a half. Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
so tons of
And
nodes.
And also, it's got some beneficial bugs that
Fuck
you can
yeah.
take home with you.
Which, by the way, we sell at the
Your
shop.
other plant.
Yeah, and we sell them at the shop now.
It's just as
And
exciting as the elbows, honestly.
and how many
Yep.
leaves are we looking at? Is that 6? If I'm not for those that are
1, 2,
listening.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's like the
Seven
perfect
leaves.
It's a
amount of
7-leaf
variegation.
monstera albo. Like,
And
what
this
are we?
variegation is sexy.
Unreal. Like,
Beautiful.
fucking
It's the
unreal.
perfect marbling. Yeah.
Everyone's
Oh.
like, can you just get to the point and pull the fucking ticket?
She's a
freaking
10.
talking.
We've been
She's
here
a
hanging
10.
just
All
for
right.
this.
All right. Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got
Oh,
it.
you
I
got
did.
it?
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you did it.
She's like,
Okay,
oh,
you
we're
guys ready?
sneaking.
I dug really deep. I made it fair. Oh,
Okay.
let's wait for the
Okay.
cars
Are
to
we
go
ready?
by.
It's at that
Okay.
table. I can
All
tell.
right, guys,
Yeah.
who's taking
Here we
home
go.
this baby?
410108. 108.
108.
It'll be so cool. For
Yeah!
Oh,
Let's go! There it is.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations. And come on, you deserve.
You're like, shut up. Yeah, yes.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
give you
There it
That
is.
thing is sexy.
What's
Give
your
it hugs.
name? Anna,
Hi,
congratulations.
Anna.
I hope you enjoyed.
Congrats.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
This is so cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got to do our cheers.
Well, you guys,
I'm
thank
empty.
you.
I need a motherfucking shot.
Hello.
Okay.
You hear that?
Okay. Am I right? Brandon's like, yeah, bet. Let's go. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much
Thank
for
you.
everyone that
You're an
drove
amazing
out,
city,
that everyone
everybody.
came here locally from far away.
Yep.
We love you. We appreciate you for all of those that are listening that could not make it. We still love you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow PlantyQueens at PlantyQueens on all the things. Correct.
Yeah.
Follow all of our
Yes.
vendors from tonight. We're going to list everything in the copy as well. You guys, this has been
Yeah.
such a dream.
So much
Thank
Thank
fun.
you so
guys.
much. Congratulations again on your little baby.
Hey,
Yes.
And
I'm
we'll be
excited.
here.
Oh my
We'll be
gosh.
hanging.
And you guys, we would be remiss if we did not say,
And on that note,
cheers.
cheers.
I'm like, ding, ding, ding.